So what's good, y'all? We back with another video. And I know I'm basically a day and a half, maybe 2 days late you could say, but hey, now is better than ever because a big trade went down between the Dallas Mavericks and the Houston Rockets. And as we all know, the Dallas Mavericks had a successful season. They started off the year slow, they finished off as one of the best teams in the league, and that carried all the way to the conference finals, but lost to the Golden State Warriors in 5 games. But when you watch this Mavericks team, they got a nice roster around Luka Doncic, but the main problem was their size in the paint and having a reliable scoring option playing the 5, especially when they got rid of Kristaps Porzingis during the trade deadline, mainly because he was out 24/7, so it made sense. So what the Mavs decided to do was make the first quote-unquote big move of the offseason by trading for Houston Rockets big man Christian Wood, who kind of changes the dynamic on the offensive end for this Mavs team. Being a big that can shoot the 3 at the efficient level, shot 39% on nearly 5 attempts per game this past season, and also being a guy that can be a lob threat for Luka Doncic in the pick and roll. Wood will also add rebounding because, man, this Mavericks team needed rebounding so bad. He averaged 10 rebounds a game this past season, and if you remember, the reason, or a big reason, that the Dallas Mavericks lost so quickly to the Warriors was because Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber were not getting the job done on the boards, and they let Kevon Looney have multiple big games, and he himself was like the X factor in that series alongside Andrew Wiggins. So now you add Christian Wood to the core group of Luka Doncic, Jalen Brunson, who I think will re-sign with Dallas in the offseason, Spencer Dinwiddie, and then you also get a healthy Tim Hardaway Jr. back next season as well. I think all in all, when you look at this Mavericks team, on paper, they improved, and they basically gave up nothing that was valuable to them because, let's be honest, Boban wasn't playing, Trey Burke was not playing either, and Sterling Brown and Marquise Chris were not getting meaningful minutes at all. And that late first rounder wouldn't have probably gotten burned anyways. So Dallas basically got rid of nothing and got somebody that can produce and is going to start right away for this team, and can hopefully elevate the ceiling for next year's expectations. Now, from a Houston Rockets perspective, I like the move for them also because they got another first rounder in the draft. This team is going young. They got 3 first rounders in this year's draft total, and they can do things with those picks like they did in last year's draft when they had 3 first rounders and made solid selections, most notably Jalen Green and Josh Christopher. Now they got that same opportunity again, and they can make either the 3 selections, or they can even package up the 17th pick and the 26th pick and move up for a late lottery pick. So we'll see what the direction they go in. I think obviously with the 3rd pick, they'll take Paolo Banchero, and this kind of coincides with their draft selection in my opinion, because now that there's a new starting spot, especially in that front court, I think they select Banchero, and they push Sengun into that starting 5 spot. So we'll see them in the front court, and I think that's a good, talented young front court if they go in that direction for their future. So if you ask me about the trade, I think for both sides it was a win-win. I think Dallas improves their odds to win it all. The ceiling is raised a little bit more now. They got a better big that can do both things instead of having one big that can do lobs and one big that can shoot 3s. Now you got a guy that's going to be consistent. His numbers are probably going to dip because, I mean, let's be honest, he was on the Rockets. His numbers are going to be inflated a little bit more because he is a bigger option on that team. But on Dallas, probably will end up as like the 3rd, 4th option. His numbers will dip, but I think his impact will stay the same, if not higher, with a winning basketball team. Christian Wood's a solid player. We can't forget that. There's a reason why he's still in the league. There's a reason why he got that money in the 2020 offseason. So I want to see what happens with their roster. Obviously, they got more spots to fill, losing all those players. I don't know if they'll add guys that are going to actually play or if they're just going to fill those spots with guys that are not going to get minutes. We'll see. And as for the Rockets, they continue to build in the right direction. I like the way the Rockets are going. They got a nice young team. I think Jalen Green is going to take a big leap. He really impressed me towards the end of the year. You add Banchero into that. You got 3 first rounders. You can do a lot of things with those picks. And it's just going to be a good offseason. I think should be a good offseason for both teams. Both teams heading in different directions, but hey, you got to make those trades when you have to try to improve your team for either the future like the Rockets are, or for the now like the Dallas Mavericks are. Anyways, that's going to do it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Link will be down in the description below. This has been the Checkup, where we talk hoops and hoops only, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.